baby! I have a huge idea. Bigly.
Not gonna happen, Leslie.
He told us to inject ourselves with disinfectant! We turned to him for advice, and dude was like, kill yourself.
It was a he, and comes back a she. And they do this. And they do it.
Ever hired a known criminal to babysit your kids? No? Well, America might just do the political equivalent in 2024. Leslie Jones is dishing out some tough love, folks, and it's spicier than Trump's alleged diet of hamburgers and koffief. In a rib-tickling takedown that's got everyone talking, Jones compares voting for Trump again to making increasingly bad life choices. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion, except the car is orange and won't stop tweeting. Buckle up, Buttercup. This comedy special is about to get real. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Leslie Jones is back at it again, folks, and this time she's serving up some spicy truth nuggets about our favorite orange president. You know how your mom always told you not to eat yellow snow? Well, Jones is basically telling America not to vote for orange presidents. It's like she's the political equivalent of a food safety inspector, but instead of checking for mold, she's checking for moldy ideas.
It means getting involved in the political process. It means not sitting on your ass just because you're not in love with the choices.
And it's bull. It's bull. The wind is bull. I think it's all bull. I got indicted more than him. On bull, too.
Man, I'm going. Vanessa, what are you doing?
I'm looking out for number one, baby.
Jones didn't just crack jokes, she held up a mirror to Trump's presidency. It's like she took all of Trump's greatest hits, put them in a blender, and served up a smoothie of stupidity. Remember when Trump suggested we nuke hurricanes? Jones does, and she's not letting us forget it. It's as if she's saying, hey America, remember that time you elected a guy who thought weather control was as simple as dropping a bomb? But here's the kicker. Jones isn't just making us laugh. She's making us think. She's comparing voting for Trump to a series of increasingly bad life choices. It's like she's saying, first, you eat that gas station sushi. Then, you decide to cut your own bangs. And before you know it, you're voting for a guy who thinks windmills cause cancer. It's funny, but it's also a little too real, right? And get this, research shows that Trump's approval ratings took a nosedive after similar comedy routines. It's like comedy is kryptonite to his Superman complex. Who knew laughter could be so powerful?
No, is that you?
Melania? I mean, yes, darling, it's me.
What are you doing out here in the cold? Get in.
I know some people don't care about January 6th, but let me remind you about something real quick. He was also a terrible president!
I'm putting everything on the line to fight for you. I didn't have to be here. I could be in a beautiful beach. I could be in a gorgeous beach somewhere in the world.
Maybe we should start sending comedians to international peace talks. But wait, folks, Jones wasn't done yet. She was building up to her most devastating punchline, and when it hit hard. Talking about Trump's infamous bleach comments, Jones said, "We turned to him for advice, and dude was like, kill yourself." Ouch. That's not just a burn. That's a third-degree roast. Now, you might be thinking, surely Trump's taking this all in stride, right? Wrong. Our grumpy Trumpy is throwing a tantrum fit that would make a toddler blush. It's like he can't handle a little joke. Maybe he should try some of that bleach he recommended. To clean out his ears, of course. All right, folks, let's dive into the wild world of Trump tantrums. We've seen the orange man cry foul before, but this time he's really outdone himself. It's like watching a toddler who's just been told he can't have ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Trump's reaction to Leslie Jones's comedy routine was about as mature as a 5-year-old who just had his favorite toy taken away. So what happened? Well, our grumpy Trumpy fired off some angry statements, calling Jones vicious and unfair. Can you believe it? The guy who made "you're fired," his catchphrase can't handle a few jokes. It's like he's allergic to laughter, unless it's at someone else's expense, of course.
Noticed it, you?
Melania? I mean, yes, darling, it's me.
What are you doing out here in the cold? Get in.
It was a he and comes back a she. And they do this. And they do it.
Yeah. I don't care how famous I am or how popular I am. If you call me a gorilla, I'm gonna call your mama one. Yeah.
But here's the kicker. Trump's response actually proves Jones's point about his inability to handle criticism. It's like he's holding up a big neon sign that says, "Look how unstable I am." You'd think a guy who's been in the public eye for so long would have thicker skin. But nope. His ego is as fragile as a house of cards in a tornado. Now, you might be thinking, so what? It's just Trump being Trump. But here's the thing. Studies show that leaders who can't take criticism are often poor decision makers. It's like trying to drive a car with your eyes closed. Sure, you might get lucky and not crash for a while, but eventually you're going to hit something. And in Trump's case, that something might just be the entire country. But wait, there's more. Trump's got bigger problems than just a comedian's jokes. Every time he throws one of these fits, he's basically sabotaging his own campaign. It's like he's digging his own political grave with a golden shovel. But hey, at least he's consistent. Consistently shooting himself in the foot, that is. You know, back in 2016, some experts thought Trump's outbursts were part of his charm.
Yo, why can't I play Trump? I knew I had to make this happen, so I studied everything about him. Huge.
Not no robot that sits behind a Twitter thing and tweets out. I'm a real person. I got a Twitter account. And yes, if you call me a name, I'm going to call you a name back. Every time I turn on the news, I'm shouting at the screen like it's a horror movie. Don't go in there, America! Leatherface is in there, America!
Now we know they're more like warning signs of a toddler in need of a nap. But here's the million-dollar question. What happens when that ego finally pops like an overinflated balloon? Will we see a meltdown of epic proportions? Or will he somehow spin it into a bizarre form of political strategy? So, there you have it, folks. Leslie Jones didn't just roast Trump, she barbecued him with facts and left him extra crispy. It's like she took a comedy spatula and flipped him over, revealing all the burnt bits of his presidency. And what did our grumpy Trumpy do? He threw a tantrum fit that would make a toddler look mature. Next time you're in the voting booth, remember, if you can't take a joke, you probably can't run a country. It's like trying to be a chef when you're allergic to food. It just doesn't work. And that, my friends, is how comedy might just save democracy.
So is this like a send-up on his fragile masculinity?
Nope.
Is it like a Hamilton thing where you're making a comment on race and politics?
Nope, it's about giving America what it wants.
Yeah. I don't care how famous I am or how popular I am. If you call me a gorilla, I'm gonna call your mama one. Yeah. People who are saying we're worse off than we were in 2020. In 2020, we didn't even have toilet paper.
Or at least give us a good laugh while we try. Speaking of laughs, don't miss our next video where we dive into Trump Goes Mad after Michelle Obama delivers knockout blow to Trump in must-see smackdown. It's gonna be wilder than Trump's hair on a windy day.